I'm here. Didn't wear my Wyld Stallion shirt. There's a reason for that. As you guys know, Joseph has a busy school schedule. Obviously, real world priorities are more important. So he actually had to pull out of this tournament. But I talked over the admins. They're going to let me have a new partner. Adam and Brannon were gracious enough to agree and let this happen. And so I thank you to them. But let's get on with it. I had to find somebody who is available. There's not a lot out there available right now that wasn't already in this tournament. So I did the only thing I could do, and that is to insert new partner here. You know what that means? Jacoby Bancroft.
Hello. Yes,
Jacoby!
I'm here. Thank you for the invite. Unlike Joseph, I have nothing going on in my life, so I can do this. No problem whatsoever. And yeah, I'm not in this tournament, and I'm ready to go to do things, to answer questions.
Very ready to go. Thank you for coming in on less than 24 hours notice. If nothing else, I'm going to use you as an excuse if I lose. So there you go.
That's what I'm here for. Just so if you lose, you just say, he was, because what I'm known for in this is having a lot of prep time and preparing. So now I'm like, I have less than 12 hours for a match. So my one advantage is out the window. So let's have fun.
There you go. And I get to have a manager for the first time.
I mean,
well, he's not my manager, but yeah.
Jacoby, I'm glad that that you're branching on to new things, trying out new partners, but you didn't happen to see who you're playing, did you? No,
I
wouldn't happen to be like another team like within your faction,
Who? No, who are we placing? Who are we about to go against?
You'll see. Well then, interesting things happened over there. You now have to play Jacoby, own faction against faction. But Warrior Density, you guys are going to do great. You're going to do really good against Wyld Stallyns, even though it is a new team. I'm excited. How about you guys? How are you guys feeling?
I feel pretty good, Brannon. I mean, we've been preparing for a while now to play Brian and Joseph.
Yes.
But at the same time, we've got our work cut out for us with Jacoby as his partner too. He's no slouch, so we got to be on our guard here for sure.
Absolutely. Jacoby may have the comic relief kind of gimmick, but I'm not letting my guard down because that's just a front.
Well,
he actually knows his stuff.
I guess the good news is that the new British Empire will rise in some way. I would hope that it's going to be the two of you over one. But as my great grandfather used to say, wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one fills up first.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. A lot of things happened in the last 24 hours. So, as most of you probably know, Joseph unfortunately had to back out due to school conflicts and a couple other things, and we just couldn't push the match forward due to scheduling conflicts. So the admins debated about this for a little bit, but we ended up going with letting Brian pick a new partner, and he chose Jacoby Bancroft. So this should be very interesting. Kirk, you're on the desk today. How do you feel about this?
This is crazy. The role of Bill S. Preston Esquire has been recast. Let's see how Jacoby does. Brian, with very kind words for Jacoby, he had to find somebody who was available. So, I'm glad he checked off all those boxes. But, I mean, insert name here. Wyld Stallyns, Full Metal Champions, considered by a lot of people to be the favorites to win this whole tournament. The entire landscape of the tournament in one fell swoop has been completely changed. And we have Warrior Density on the other side. The Stallions and, whatever they're calling their team now, they're obviously going to be the story here. But Brandon and Adam definitely looking to be spoilers, so it should be a good match.
Definitely. Hey, well, without further ado, let's bring everybody in to the ring. So, introducing first, coming in with a record of 0 wins, 0 defeats, is Brian the MacGuffin Michaels and Jacoby the Barbarian Bancroft.
Here by default.
Brian and Jacoby's Excellent Adventure. That's the team name. Okay. Next up, we're going to go to coming in with a record of 2 wins, 0 defeats. It is Adam the Nomad Collins and Brannon Big Time Dunlap. We're your Density.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, now that everybody is ready, started, we're gonna go into round one. It's gonna work like this: 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You're going to be writing them on your whiteboard or a piece of paper if you prefer. If you get all 8 right, you get a bonus question. So we're gonna get started, and I'll give you your first question in the category of actors and actresses. What actor has played the characters Stanley Kowalski, Terry Malloy, and Colonel Walter KURTZ?
Interesting factoid, Boatman. Kowalski, the most common mispronunciation of my name.
I would bet. I would definitely.
That second KOW really throws people for a loop.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Brannon.
I didn't have it, guys. Sorry.
And Brian.
Marlon Brando.
And Adam.
Marlon Brando.
And Jacoby.
Yeah, Robert Duvall.
So we are starting off with a 1-1. Both
Good choice, Brian.
Adam getting a choice or getting a point here. Kirk, your next question.
Absolutely. Question number 2 in the category of war. In the film Fury, Fury is the name of what? Do you have any special items in your life that you would name Fury, Boatman?
Yes, this is my Triceratops. I keep it to remember what a Triceratops looks like, and it is named Fury. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Jacoby this time.
Tank.
And Adam.
A tank.
And Brian.
Tank.
And Brannon.
The tank.
Okay.
Clean sweep.
3-3 as we get into our next question, which is going to come in the category of biopics. Scarlett Johansson plays actress Janet Leigh in what film?
I came up with like 3 or 4 different ways to riff on this question, Boatman, and I was afraid all of them would give away an answer, so I elect to remain silent.
Fair enough. Scarlett Johansson did get yelled at by Adam Driver, and he punched into a wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Adam.
I didn't even finish writing it. It's wrong. Match point.
And Brannon.
Hitchcock?
And Brian.
I wasn't sure. Is that the title? Hitchcock?
And Jacoby.
I think I went with the HBO movie instead. The Girl.
Hitchcock is the name of the movie. So Brian and Brannon both getting a point there.
Good job, Brandon.
So
Good job,
Thank you.
We remain tied going into question number 4, which comes in the category of horror. In The Ring, how many days does someone have to live after watching the cursed videotape in The Ring? Kind of left that question hanging there.
I think
I didn't know what you were referring to.
with The Ring, so maybe I'm wrong.
This is the one with the hobbits, right?
Yeah. This
Yes.
is the one that they split into like 3 movies.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to start with Jacoby
7 days.
and Adam
7 days.
and Brian
You did say how many days, right? Because I wrote 7.
and Brannon.
7 days.
Yeah, we'll accept 7 or
Okay.
7 days. Both are perfectly fine. Okay, we are at 6-6, if I'm not mistaken, as we move into our next question, which is going to come in the category of classics, one of my personal favorite categories. What 1961 film stars Spencer Tracy and Judy Garland and centers around 4 Nazis on trial for war crimes?
Boatman, you ever been put on trial for war crimes?
Technically, no. I was a witness to a war crime trial, and then I was forced to assume the identity of a 12-year-old boy named Kaleb Koho. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Backstory revealed.
We're gonna start with Brannon
I think I'm totally wrong, but I put the clock.
and Adam
Judgment at Nuremberg.
and Brian.
Judgment at Nuremberg.
And Jacoby.
Jury Duty.
Not the Pauly Shore classic. Adam and Brian both getting a point there.
Okay, guys, your next question in the category of 80s movies. What is the first name of John Cusack's character in Say Anything?
God damn it.
Yeah, this is definitely a movie. I actually really like this one. It's one of my favorites.
Sorry, I'm getting my computer plugged in here.
No,
So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We're going to start with Brian
Lloyd, all null and void.
and Brannon
Thank goodness. Lloyd.
and Adam
Lloyd.
and Jacoby.
Alter.
It is Lloyd, so everybody but Jacoby hitting that one. And I believe we are no longer tied, 9-8.
that is what I'm looking at as well. And
Okay.
Brian's still perfect through 7. So in your penultimate question in the category of Oscars, what song from Tarzan won the Oscar for Best Original Song?
Tarzan, a movie that some people in this community really, really like, and some people in this community really, really don't. And it has caused arguments, and Cody Newberry will stab me if I give my opinion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Adam
You'll Be in My Heart.
and Jacoby
Be Heart.
and Brannon
No, I put I'll be in your hearts.
and Brian.
You'll be in my heart.
Okay, so everybody,
Ah.
Brandon.
And I'm sorry, Jacoby cut on me. Did Jacoby get that correct?
I think Jacoby hit that.
Yeah, his board was right.
I did.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
His
right.
voice got
Yeah,
cut out.
yeah,
there.
it was-
Oh, sorry. But
You
yeah,
dropped the S, Jacoby.
We're back.
Oh, you did not go there.
So we're back.
That hasn't been done to death.
We're back to 10-10 as we get into the final question, which is going to come in the category of directors. Who directed Sleepless in Seattle?
What town would you most like to be sleepless in, Boatman?
Oh, definitely. There's this place in Iowa that makes really good pizza. Probably do that because then unless they weren't open, then actually, yeah. Right now, I don't want to be sleepless anywhere.
Yeah, you definitely want to be in Iowa.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go to Brannon first,
I didn't get to finish my answer, but I think I was wrong. Penny Marshall.
and Jacoby,
Robert.
and Adam,
Nora Ephron.
and for the perfect round, Brian.
Ooh.
Nora Ephron.
That
Nailed
is
it.
correct. So both Adam and Brian hitting that, and we're going to give Brian his bonus question. This will be just to you, Brian, nobody else.
Okay, Brian, your bonus question. Where do Harold and Maude first meet in Harold and Maude?
Saw this forever ago. Just based on the subject matter, I'm going to say at a funeral.
For the perfect round!
True perfect round for Brian.
12-11. That bonus
Ooh.
really helping out Brian here and Jacoby. Brandon, Jacoby's excellent adventure at 12. Rear density very close behind at 11. Now we're going to get into the wheel round. Pull up the wheel. The wheel round is going to work like this. We're each going to get, both teams are going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin, they can keep it. If they don't, they can spin again, but then they are stuck with it. They're going to get 5 questions, whatever category they get. You get it right, you get 2 points. Go to multiple. If you get 4, if you get it wrong, the other person gets a chance to steal. So the categories on our wheel tonight are Jim Jarmusch, Spinner's Choice, Best Picture winners, Found Footage, Action Adventure, Anna Kendrick, Opponent's Choice, Why Dystopia, Comedy, and 70s. So, Brian and Jacoby's excellent adventure. You are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
I usually prefer to go second. Do you have a preference, Jacoby?
I'm going second too. So
We'll go second.
look at that teamwork. Look at that teamwork.
Yes.
So Brian Adam Brannon, this will be your spin. And it lands on your strength of Anna Kendrick. You want to keep that or spin again?
I believe we had talked about keeping that. So.
Yep.
I think we had talked about keeping that. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
All right.
Okay. So, Kirk, you want to give them their questions in the category of Anna Kendrick?
Sure. Gentlemen, your first question in the Anna Kendrick category. How does Anna Kendrick's character commit suicide in the movie Cake?
Adam, she jumps off a freeway.
Okay. Let's go with it.
Final answer.
We will accept that for 2 points. Your second question in the category of Anna Kendrick. Who provides the voice of Poppy's father, King Peppy, in Trolls?
It's Jeffrey Tambor.
Are you positive?
I'm positive. It's Jeffrey Tambor.
Okay.
Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question, Anna Kendrick. In Pitch Perfect 3, Becca is offered the chance to open for which musical artist?
Oh gosh, it's DJ Khaled.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Trust me, Adam.
I'm willing to go
DJ
for
Khaled. Final answer.
That is also correct for 2 points. All right, and your final question in the category. I'm sorry, no. There's two more questions. Your penultimate question. What kind of business does Anna Kendrick own in What to Expect When You're Expecting?
Oh gosh, it's a food truck.
How confident? Do you want to check to multiple or?
I know it's a food truck, but I don't know if they want specifics, so I can go multiple choice.
2,
multiple
1.
choice.
We'll do multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice
Sorry,
options. A handmade jewelry boutique. B, a daycare center. C, a dog walking service. Or D, a food truck.
D.
Food truck. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
We never know how specific they're going to get, man. So it was the safe bet.
I know. That's why I went multiple choice.
And your final question in the category of Anna Kendrick. What government agency does Anna Kendrick work for in The Company You Keep?
It is the FBI.
It's the Robert Redford film, right?
Yeah, it's the FBI.
Okay. Final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Great round.
Yeah, baby.
Weird density.
Great job, Brandon. Great job.
Yeah, Weird
Thank
Density
you.
picked up 9 points in that round. Very good. They really maneuvered that category, which has been a tougher category for some competitors before. So they did a really good job in that round. Now we're going to go into Brian and Jacoby's Excellent Adventures category. This is your spin.
All right.
Really wish we had spun first now. I would have done well there.
70s movies. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
How much have you been studying 70s, Jacoby?
Not so much to be confident for where we are at now. I think we need a stronger category, right, Brian?
I think a respin here would be ideal for you.
Respin.
Yeah.
Best Picture winners. So that is your strength, and that is what you were stuck with.
No, that was Joseph's strength. Okay.
Oh no! Let's see how this works out.
It's going to go really well.
All right. Oh, Brooklyn, get out of here. There we go.
Time to carry your weight, Jacoby. This is your strength, buddy.
Oh, God. This is my strength that I chose for this match.
Okay. Your first question. In Out of Africa, what crop does Meryl Streep's character grow on her plantation?
Do you have any clue?
I do not.
Multiple
and I know
choice.
Adam knows it, so we should multiple choice it.
Yeah, multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A, tobacco, B, peanuts, C, sugar, D, coffee. And Jacoby, we need both hands on screen.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I don't think tobacco. I was
Yeah.
leaning towards sugar, but that's
Sugar.
based on nothing.
It's me too, but sugar sounds sweet, so I like sugar.
Sure.
So and
Sugar,
Meryl Streep
final
is sweet, so
3, 2.
sugar. Final answer.
Oh, that is incorrect. Adam and Brannon for the 1 point steal.
It is coffee, Brannon.
All right, I trust you, bud.
Yep, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. And your next question: who plays movie producer Al Zimmer in The Artist?
I don't know.
We're gonna have to go multiple.
All right, multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A. James Cromwell, B. Malcolm McDowell, C. John Goodman, D. Alan Arkin.
I was thinking it was John Goodman before going to multiple.
Go for it.
John Goodman. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. And your next question: what Best Picture winner centered around a writer writing a novel known as The Bottle?
Oh, I think this is older one. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. I'm gonna need a multiple choice, I think.
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A. Ordinary People, B. The Lost Weekend, C. You Can't Take It With You, D. Mrs. Miniver.
I think Last Weekend.
Okay.
Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. Okay, your next question. When we first see Popeye Doyle in The French Connection, what is he dressed as?
Santa Claus, I think, is Brian.
That does sound familiar. Go for it.
Santa Claus. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And
I'd like to thank KURTZ for making me watch that movie.
your
You're
final
welcome.
question.
Thank
What
you for
is
making me watch The Mummy.
What is the name of the town in Unforgiven where the central action takes place?
Oh.
5.
I think I need multiple.
Let's go multiple.
Multiple choice.
Okay. Your multiple choice options are A. Deception, B. Big Whiskey, C. Empty Promise, D. Dry Bones.
Any of those ring a bell with you?
Can I hit the options one more time, please?
Okay, your one repeat of the options: A. Deception, B. Big Whiskey, C. Empty Promise, D. Dry Bones.
It might be. I think Deception is what I'm leaning toward.
I don't know it at all, so if you have an inkling, let's try it.
Deception. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Rear density for the 1 point steal. And your multiple choice options are A. Deception, B. Big Whiskey, C. Empty Promise, D. Dry Bones.
I believe it's B, Big Whiskey, Brannon.
That's fine with me.
5.
You want to go final answer on
All
that?
right, Big Whiskey, final answer. Big Whiskey, final
That
answer.
is correct for 1 point.
You got it.
I might be lagging a little bit. That might be on me. Okay, so with that, Brian and Jacoby do maneuver their way through that category a little bit, but Weird Density do take up some steals. If I'm not mistaken, I have Weird Density at 22 with Brian and Jacoby at 16. Is that what you have, Kirk?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go into round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each team is going to get to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-pointer. They're going to be picking from the following categories: horror, actors and actresses, coming of age / teen, musicals, war, crime, 1980s, and Audrey Hepburn. We will let them pick their categories right now, and we'll get back to you right now. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are back. Our competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-pointer. They have picked their Brian and Jacoby have picked their 1-pointer in horror, their 2 in coming of age / teen, their 3 in music / musicals, and their 4 in actors and actresses. Whereas Weird Density has picked their 1 in coming of age / teen, There are 2 in 80s, there are 3 in actors and actresses, and there are 4 in horror. So, Kirk, we're going to start off with Brannon Jacoby's excellent adventure with Jacoby and his 1-pointer in horror.
Absolutely. Jacoby, your 1-point question in the horror category.
Yeah.
2019's Crawl takes place during what kind of natural disaster?
It's a hurricane.
That is correct for 1 point. Okay, Brian, your 2-point question in the category of coming of age / teen. Who plays teacher Mr. Anderson in The Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Oh, shit. I don't know this. Let's count on an 80s or 90s one. Let's say Jason
2,
Sudeikis.
1.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Paul Rudd. Not too far off, but Paul Rudd's the correct answer. Okay, for your 3-pointer, you guys will get to collaborate on the category of musicals. And Boatman, I believe they need to hit this to stay alive.
We need to hit both.
Let me double check the math. But yes, they do need both their 3 and their 4 to stay alive.
Okay.
Or Weird Density does one by KO.
All right. So let me just get to musicals here. Okay, your 3-pointer in the category of musicals. Who directed Dreamgirls?
Ooh.
I think Bill Condon jumped to mind. Was it him?
It might have been.
Do you have a better guess?
Might as well repeat the question.
Sure.
Repeat
the
it,
question. In the category of musicals, who directed Dreamgirls? Brian Jacoby using their first repeat.
I think that's the best guess.
Yeah, I know he directed some musical. I want to say it's that one. I don't know for sure. Let's go for it. Bill Condon, final
Let's
answer.
do it.
That is correct for 3 points. And with that, you guys stay alive for your 4-pointer in the category of actors and actresses. And your question is, who plays Brad Gluckman, the father of Jamie Kennedy's character in Malibu's Most Wanted?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Brad
Malibu's. I saw this movie in theaters when I was a kid.
I don't know who would be his father.
5.
We'll use a repeat, but just...
Yeah, repeat the question. Might be... Repeat the question?
Yeah.
Repeat the question.
Okay, Kirk.
In the category of actors and actresses, who plays Brad Gluckman, the father of Jamie Kennedy's character in Malibu's Most Wanted?
I don't know why Christopher McDonald is springing to mind, but
it's better than anything I got, if you want to try it.
He is a standard dad. We have one more repeat, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
3.
Let's use that last repeat.
Your final repeat?
Yeah.
Who plays Brad Gluckman, the father of Jamie Kennedy's character in Malibu's Most Wanted?
He seems like a standard dad, but I don't even think I've ever seen this movie.
I think Jamie Kennedy wants to kidnap him or something. I don't know. It came out super long ago. Okay, let's just go for it. Christopher McDonald, final answer.
And your winners by way of technical knockout, it is Brannon Big Time Dunlap and Adam the Nomad Collins. We're your density. Well, that was a great match. We're going to go into post-match interviews right now. Kirk, I'm going to let you take the lead because my internet is crapping all over the place.
Absolutely.
What was the answer?
The correct answer was Ryan O'Neal.
Oh,
Ryan
wow.
O'Neal.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, him. Thanks.
Barry Lyndon.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Who else? Oh, there he
All
is. Okay. And we'll put in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, we'll kind of just go to you at the end of both interviews, actually. So I'll actually take you out and all. Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, you pulled it out. It's a lot of preamble to the match here, but you pulled it out. You hung in tight there. Brian had that first round. You guys stayed with him step for step. Got a strength in round 2 that you really nailed. How you guys feeling about this match?
I feel pretty
Feeling great.
But I just have to say, I'm really proud of Brannon. This was his match in round 2, and he carried Anna Kendrick, and that made our lead as high as it was. So Brannon, you kicked ass.
Thanks, buddy. You did really well in round 1, man.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a great match, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brennan, second time in one of your matches, Anna Kendrick got spun. I think the first time your opponent got it, and I remember you got some steals off that. And category you really know. You want to keep putting that category on the wheel? Keep, is that something you?
Oh no, I'm rotating it out now. I usually if it gets spun like once or twice, then I'm done.
Okay.
I just know it's a broad category. She's done a lot of different movies in a very small amount of time. And she does a lot of movies that people don't really know of off the top of their head, like Cake or in Company Keep. There's some of her lower, more ranked movies as opposed to Pitch Perfect and whatnot. But I'm happy that everything turned out. I should have trusted my gut with food truck, but I didn't know how specific it was going to be, and I didn't want to lose that point for that.
Sure.
Better safe than sorry.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been there. That makes total sense. Now, I'm not sure how these matches are going to air, so I don't want to give anything away, but I will tell you that I believe you are playing the winner of Light It Up or myself and Sean Rassakrug, Jurassic Sharks. How are you feeling about either one of those potential matchups?
We're still just happy to be here, Kirk. And we would be honored to play either team, and we were honored to play this team. And Jacoby and Brian are two of the best, and they're a lot of fun to talk to movies about, to play trivia with. So all the props in the world to them. But I think we'd have a blast playing either team, right, Brandon?
Absolutely. We're taking one match at a time, and it's a blast either way. It's fun when you win, but it's fun when I just play in general too. So we're taking one match at a time.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, guys. You played a great match, and we will see you in the next round.
All right.
Thanks, Kirk.
Okay, we have our unfortunate runners up here today, guys. It just wasn't it wasn't the cards for you. Just too much going against you, Brian. Perfect, true perfect round 1. Couldn't ask for anything better than that. But it just kind of all fell apart from there. It's a stupid question to ask because I know what you're going to say, but how are you guys feeling after that match?
Well, I won't want to say I kicked myself for going second in round 2 because we always go around second round 2 usually, and it's usually a good strategy. And it's held up in the past. But if I'd gotten Anna Kendrick, I would have gotten a clean sweep 10 points in there. Instead, we spun the strength Joseph put on the wheel, and he's not here.
Yeah.
So that was a little rough.
There were 2 categories on there that were just a little. It's like the 70s were just like, yeah, we do okay, but let's spin again because we're better in like anything else besides best pick winners, and then we spun best picture winners.
It is
how it goes.
It is. I mean, I had fun. I thank you, Jacoby, for coming on short notice. Had fun playing. We didn't win, but
we
whatever.
didn't win, and it was great to play Adam and Brandon because they're just getting to talk to them and just in my faction chat. They're just like 2 of the greatest guys. They're just so nice and they're so straightforward, and they know so much about movies. And I hope if it gets to that point, I hope they kick your ass, Kirk. Because they deserve it. They're great.
And I joked at the beginning of the match about having an excuse if we lost, but that was just a joke. I don't want to take anything away from them. They played amazingly. I think they missed very little, if anything, especially that round 2. We blasted his way through, and then they did.
That's how you do
round 3,
teamwork.
so.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you guys.
So I mean, again, this is an amalgamation of different teams, different factions. What happens now moving forward for you guys as a team, as singles, as your individual teams? Where do we go from here?
Oh, I was just borrowing Jacoby. He's still an insert name here. I'm still Wyld Stallyns. Joseph just couldn't be around for this particular time, and we'll be back together. We seem to go on the second round every time there's a tournament, so we need to just do away with tournaments and just have regular matches.
All right, guys. Well, I mean, all things considered, you played a great game. Jacoby, thanks for coming in last minute, and we'll see you guys around soon. And Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So you
save
get
the
to hop on the winning train here either way. You get to go with the winner. How are you feeling about all three of your guys' performances here?
I mean, I think Brannon was the most valuable player there. He took Anna Kendrick and did incredibly well. I know that there have been people that have been saying that Adam was sort of carrying him, but it's good that Brannon, I think, will be able to shut some of those people up. In terms of Brian and Jacoby, like, it sucks. I know these people are going to be like, well, Brian didn't have Joseph, but I think Jacoby would have been like the next closest thing to a Joseph. They played well with the hand they were dealt, and I would actually love to see that team in some I wouldn't say Elseworld, but just like what if scenarios would be kind of cool, or like, you know, maybe in different leagues, because I think they have some really good chemistry. But you know, it's a win for the new British Empire. We have two people that advance, so it's a good day.
Sure, absolutely. Well, thanks for having us, or thanks for being here and giving us your guys. Boatman, when they spun that wheel, the phrase that came to my mind was tragically poetic. It's like something out of a Tennessee Williams play, them taking Joseph's strength. Tough loss for Brian and Jacoby. What are your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I think, you know, Brian and Joseph are two very strong players, so they can, when they were playing, they could kind of do the thing where, okay, one of us can just kind of we can each put a category in the wheel, and we can both just kind of take it and run with it. We don't really need the other person to help us out. In this very specific scenario, this is the one time where that was not a good thing. Usually that's a pretty good thing. In this very, very specific scenario, not a great thing. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, the way it crumbles cookie-wise, to quote one of my favorite movies, The Apartment. But, you know, Brian and Joseph, we will allow them to be back and reform as a team, since obviously this was no one's ideal situation.
Sure.
Yeah. So from Brian, Jacoby, Adam, Brannon, Brooklyn, and Kirk, this has been Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm your host, Kaleb Koho. Bye-bye.